Good evening. Welcome to Tuesday night and welcome to Lower Body Workout. So, tonight you don't need anything except something to step up on. It doesn't have to be an actual step, it can be a little step stool, it can be a step like, the bottom of your stairs. Preferably something though that you can work on all sides of. So, maybe a little step stool would be great. It could even be, a big book. So it doesn't have to be very high, but preferably something you can work around all sides on. And then you don't even need any weight tonight unless you just want it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am quite sore through the glutes and the quads from yesterday's workout. So I'm going to go just body weight tonight. There's going to be plenty of resistance with this and with the step. And so I'm going to go with it for tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and warm up. So start with just a nice big stretch of those glutes because that's the first thing that's talking to me. So bring that knee up, draw it close. And let's just alternate. I always forget to start the timer. So just give that knee a big hug. Good. Now circle the hips around and round and round. You can alternate. You can stay on the same leg, whatever you like. Circles backwards and then circles forward. Good. Side to side squats here. So chest up like we did yesterday. This is not a working squat. This is a motion squat. We're looking for depth, and it might not be there to start with, and that's okay. Step out, sink down with strong abs, chest lifted. I like to have my hands in front like I told you guys before because it just helps me to remember to not drop my chest. Good, keep going. Now this next squat, I want you to hold it out. Find your inner thighs with your hands. Push the knees a little bit open and then drop one shoulder. So we're going to feel this in the side of our body, but you're also probably going to feel it in your inner thighs at this point in the workout. And go to the other side. So press that shoulder forward and down as you press that knee away. Just getting a little bit of upper body mobility in here too, just to make sure it's not hampering the movement of the lower body. All right, turn your toes forward. Fingertips on the floor. You're going to drop your hips down as far as you feel comfortable with, and then lift them up. Hips drop. Press your heels into the ground. Lift your hips as far as you feel comfortable with. Down and up. Abs tight. Now each time you go down, push down a little further. One side's probably going to do better than the other. That's okay. Whew. All right. If your toes floated out, turn your toes back to the front. Your heels might even be pushed out a little bit. And now lengthen your spine. Press your knees as straight as you feel comfortable with. Everything turns to the right side. Come into a nice long lunge. So abs are lifted and tight. Back leg is strong. And you're lengthening your body as far as you can from end to end. Put your left knee down. Lift your chest up. And now press your hips backwards. Good. tuck the left toe under, lift the left knee off, and walk around to the left side. So come into that lunge, long body. Whew, feel that stretch across the hip. Knee drops down, chest lifts. Now press the hips back. Good. All right, tuck a toe, come on up. Let's start nice and easy. So to start with, all we're gonna do is up, up, down, down. Right foot is leading. So if you are an ex-step person, you're gonna be thinking, oh, music's about to kick in. We're about to do some fancy stuff. No, just kidding. Just up, up, down, down. Still part of the warm-up. Keep your chest lifted. Turn your abs on. Press down into your feet to propel your body upwards. Almost there. Now switch, left foot. Left foot starts it. This is still the warm-up. I promise it'll get, I don't know if better is the right word. Different, it will get different. Good. Right foot goes back on top. Left toe is light on the on your step. You're just gonna tap that left toe down and come back up. Left, down. So the idea here is to gain control over this right knee. Start to really turn those abs on, turn those right hip muscles on. Press down into your whole right foot. And we're just barely putting any weight on that left foot. 3 more. So your right foot never unweights. Last one, and switch. So, press into your left leg, right toe is light. Here we go. Tap. This one's harder for me. Really light on that right foot. If you hear crunchy noises, that's me. Going. Light and load. Last one. All right. Stretch it out. Maybe press it out. All right. Now what I want you to do is go off the side. So you're going to step off with your right foot and pop up. Step off, pop up. Step off, pop up. Step up, down, up. Now your hips are going back. So your chest is not dropping. All right, you gotta switch so that the left one is stepping off. Get ready? Let's go. Push down into your leg. Push down through your foot. All right, come off the back. Now we're going to put those two things together. So you're on the right side, or your right leg is on the end of your step. Even if you've got a small step stool, you want space to your right. You can pick up weights if you want to add on to this. So your left foot's going to pop up, and you're going to tap with your right leg. Then you're going to step off with your right leg and tap up. Tap back, tap up, tap off, tap up, back, up, off, up. Keep going, abs tight. Now you can turn that step off the back into a lunge if you want to. You don't have to. You can just tap, right? But it could be a lunge and an offset squat. 3, squat. 2, squat. Last one, squat. Good. What goes right must go left. Over you go. Okay, now the right foot is going to be the lead foot, so it's going to step up. So right foot up, left foot taps. Left foot off, left foot up. Left foot back, left foot up. Yes? Remember your option. You can bend that left knee on the back side, turn it into a lunge. Keep working, go steady and strong. Halfway there. Keep that chest up, whether you have weights or you don't. Keep that chest lifted and abs nice and tight. Last 2. Woo. Last one. Good, come off the step. All right, you're gonna lie down on the ground with your heels up on the step. Let's see, what would be the best way? I think I'll turn for just a second so you guys can see a little better. All right, lie down on the ground. Put your heels up on your step or your step stool, your curb, your book, whatever it is. Lie down all the way. Oh, is anybody else, do you have abs on fire from last night? My lower abs are really sore from those pikes. Okay, toes are pointed to the sky, heels pressing into your step. Your shoulder blades are pushing down and together, and so the flat part of your shoulder blades is resting on the floor. Abs are strong. Let's go. Lift up, full hip extension, hip hinge right there. So your ribs and your hips lift at the same time and land at the same time. If your shoulders are sliding, you're not pushing down into your feet, you're pushing forward into your step. So I want you to push down into that step, not forward. Keep going. Full hip extension here. That means without arching your back, you want to get your hips as open at the top as you can by squeezing your glutes and hamstrings. We've got 5 to go. Keep those abs strong. That's going to help you not to arch your lower back. You can always put a weight across your hips if you want to here. Should have told you that in the beginning, sorry. You can add weights to anything. Good. Bring these into your chest. Little roll. And you got to come back up. All right, we're going back to the step. It's all about the step tonight. Turn it one more time. All right. Now we have, let's see if I can remember what we're doing. Oh, okay. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're just going to add on a little variation to it. So you can stay exactly with what we did before, the step up and the step off, or come with me. Or maybe you stay with what we did before, but you add on some weight. Sorry, all my hair implements are coming out. Okay, so your left foot goes up, your right foot comes up to meet it. Right foot goes off in your squat, and now lift to balance. Back to lunge or tap. Lift to balance. Down to squat, lift to balance. Now, do you have to do that? No, no. You can do just what we did before. Abs, tight. Down, up, back, up, side, up, back, up. Keep going. We've got 3 to go. Down, up, down, up. Last 2. Down, up. Now you can do this on the floor if the step gets to be too challenging. Last one. Come off the back. Ooh, I feel the balance. All right. Right foot on, left taps up. Left foot goes off the side, up to balance. Off the back, up to balance. Side, balance. Back, balance. Strong and steady, not a speed movement here. We want to really focus on the power of that standing leg to push us upward. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo. All right. Everything's on fire, right? Okay. So now we're going to do a straight leg deadlift, one-legged. So options. On the floor, your right arm sticks out to the side. Actually, let's do this one first, since we just did this one lifting. Left arm out to the side, right toe light in the back. Your hips are square, your shoulders are square. You're going to tip over and touch the step. Now you can have a straight leg in the back, or you can have a bent leg, but what isn't happening is the swinging of the knee. It just stays in one place, all right? So option 2 on your step. So it's a bigger balance challenge, right? You're not going to touch the step because you don't have anything there to meet you, but you are balancing, you're teetering. So you decide which one you like. If balance is an issue for you, or you have a tendency to roll that hip out or go too low and kind of overdo it on your lower back, do the option where you're on the floor and you're touching the step. Now this arm is completely out to the side. It's not flying behind you. Whew. We've got 2 more. Last one. Oh, we gotta switch. Hi. Okay, so we're standing on our right leg. Left toe, there's no weight on it. Right arm is out to the side. So hips are square, shoulders are square, abs are turned on, and you're gonna keep that nice strong box right there. So we're gonna tip over and try maybe to tap the stair, or we're gonna just tip over, doing our best to keep our hips and shoulders square. So you're not gonna find that shoulder or ribs rotating down to be able to reach any further. You've got to tip over to go further, which means you've got to push that right heel into the ground, and you've got to really use those hamstrings and glutes on that right leg to keep your balance. Remember what I said, if you feel like it's just too much on top, or you're over rotating or over stretching, get back to the floor. Use that bench as your safety stop. Got 3 to go. Remember that knee is not jockeying back and forth. It's staying relative in the same position to the hip the whole time. One more. Ooh-wee. All right, shake it out. All right, now we are going back up on the step. So let me show you some options here. So you can go to the back, and up, and then you're gonna switch legs. Back, cross, up. Or front, cross, up. I might have to take a riser off, that was scary. We'll see. If I face plant during this, you guys keep going, all right? So decide whether you're going off the back, or we're gonna have another round. So let's all try off the back to start with, just to get comfortable with it. So feet underneath your hips, hands on your hips. Start with your right leg. Go straight behind you. Now pop up and go into a little curtsy. Come back to the beginning. Left leg. Curtsy. Up. Now if the off the step is too much, do the same thing on the floor. Tap, drop, rise. Tap, drop, and rise. Back, across, and up. Back, across, and up. Back, across, and up. Now if you're going to hold tension somewhere, let's hold it in the abs. Let's not hold it in those knees. Let your knees bend. They need to bend here to be able to do this. Your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads need to be the movers. Don't lock down on those knee joints. Keep going back, across, and up. Back, across, up. 2 more each side. Last one, and then finish it off on this side. All right, not the worst, right? Okay, this might be the worst. We kind of got a taste of this in the warm-up. So I want you to take your feet as wide as you need to be able to reach over with a flat back and touch your step. So for some of you, that may not feel like any kind of work or stretch at all, which means I want you to bring your feet a little narrower so that it is actually a little bit of work. You feel a little bit of tension when you bend over. Now the tension is right here on the back of the legs and into the glutes. If we're coming up to here, that's too far. Take your feet a little wider, okay? So let's find that magic point. So fingertips on the bench, adjust your feet so that it feels right. Your back is long, your shoulders are back. You're gonna drop your hips down, lift your chest up. Chest tips, hips lift. Hips drop, chest lifts. Chest drops, hips lift. Hips, chest, chest, hips, hips, chest, chest, hips, hips, chest, chest, hips, hips, chest, chest, hips. Keep going, you got 4 to go. Hips, chest, chest, hips. Remember, keep the stretch, keep the work in the lower body. Your abs are braced to hold that torso up, but the legs are moving those hips. Ooh, last one. Roll it up. Ugh. Shake it out. All right, we're going back on top. So you can do it just like we did off the back a minute ago, where you tap back, tap over, and come up, or you can try it off the front. So what it looks like, kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. Step off, pop over, push back. Step off, pop over, push back. You got to use your abs as much as your legs. Step, cross, up. Step, cross, up. Keep some weight on that back foot. Don't dump all of your weight onto the front foot. Ugh. Now, if you want more, a little more plyometric in there, so a little bounce, bounce, up. But you got to bend your legs. I know. When I start bouncing, I forget to bend. And I'm like, wow, why do my knees feel like they're getting hammered? Because they are. Across, and you can take this off the back, don't forget. Or you can go to the floor. Two more each side. You guys can probably go faster than me. Ooh, almost didn't make it on that one. Come on. Don't forget to keep weight on that back foot. Push into it. Oh, stop. Okay. All right. So, last but not least, hands on your step. Step back into your plank. Now, I want you to pull a knee in, push it back. Pull, push. Pull, push. Drive that knee up and hold it. Pull and hold. Pull and hold. Get it as close to your elbow or even your chest as you can. Push down into your step. Think about driving with those hip flexors for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, push back for a second. Woo. All right, come on up. We're not done. All right, so I want your heels to hang. I'm scared I'm gonna tip my step over here. Let your heels hang just barely off the edge of your step. If you don't feel steady on whatever it is you're standing on, scoot it closer to a wall and stabilize yourself with a hand on the wall if your object that you're standing on is kind of wobbly. All right, so the balls of your feet are standing on your platform. Your abs are tight, your hands are on your waist, shoulders down. You've got your weights still, you're just hanging on to them, which is where, if you've had them, they've been the whole time, basically. All right, so now what I want you to do is push into the balls of your feet, squeeze your calves, and lift your heels up, and then lower. Now, the reason we're hanging off is not so that we can push really far down and get a big stretch. It's just so we don't run into a roadblock. All right, we can get a full range there, but you're not trying to push down. The work is on the way up. Push up and down. Now use your inner thighs to keep the ankles from wobbling. Squeeze your glutes and squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your abs to keep those knees straight, to focus on the calves. 4 to go. Up and down. Up and down. My fingers are talking to my calves. They're saying, squish. One more. Good, come off. Shake it out. If you need to, get a quick stretch. All right, we're coming back up. This time we're going to try either tucking the left foot behind or just holding it up. And we're going to go a little faster here. All right, so let that right heel hang just a little bit. Make sure the whole ball of your foot can press into the floor, and let's go. Press up, 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 up. You can do it on the floor if you want to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ay, ay, ay. Let's do that again on the other side. Whole ball of your left foot's on the floor. Right toe is not touching. Let's go for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Try to keep those legs straight. 2 and 1. That one wasn't pretty, but it's done. All right, quick shake. We're gonna do a little bit of a speed round through some of those. Maybe even all of them, we'll see. So now you get to decide, if you didn't have weights before, do you want them? If you did have weights before, do you want to let them go? All right, we're coming up on the right side of our step. Our left leg is our base leg. Actually, didn't we just, which one? Let's go over to the other side because we just stood on our left leg. So right leg, right foot on the step on the left side. You're gonna step off, balance if you want, step back, balance if you want. Off, up, back, up. Now your right hip is sitting down like it's sitting in a chair. Up, down, up, down, up. You can do this on the floor if the step is too much now. 4, 3, 2, last one, step off, step up, and step back. Yeah, not the worst. Coming up. You're on the right side of your step. Your left foot stays stationary. Step off the side, lift up if you want, step back, lift up if you want. You can take out the balance, you can take out the lunge, you can take away the step. Or you can just slow down. 4 to go. 4, 3, that wasn't much of a balance. 2, and last one. Ooh, come off the back. All right, bridges. Down on the floor, feet up on the step. Your body on the floor, I should say. You can put your weight across your hip if you want to. All right, heels up. I'm gonna turn just a little bit at angle so I can pretend I can see you guys. All right, heels dug in, toes pointed straight up to the sky. Shoulders dug in, abs braced. Here we go. Full hip extension and lower. Now I want you to keep those knees still so they're not flopping in and out. They're not pushing forward and backward. They're staying right where they are. The only thing really moving is your hips. Drive your shoulders, drive your heels downward. 6 to go. Work slow. Keep those toes pointed up to the sky, knees pointed up to the sky. 4 to go. 4. Abs tight. 3. 2. And last one. Lower. Bring the knees in. Come on up. All right. See if I can remember what's next. I think it's the curtsy. Yes. Okay, curtsy off the back. You can do this on the floor, don't forget. Both feet up. Your right leg's gonna start it. You're gonna go back, over, and up. Left leg, back, over, and up. Now, the more you bend that back knee, and the more you have to drop your front hip, the more work it is. Back, over, up, Don't get caught too low though, guys. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Off the step. Now, because of where we are at this point in the class, if you're not feeling tired, I want you to do this balance move on top of the step. If you're tired at all, let's do it behind the step where we can use the step as our safety stop. All right, so stand on your right leg. Hips are square, shoulders square. Your right arm goes out to the side. Left arm is down in front of you. Left toe light on the floor. You can bend the left knee if you want, but remember, no jockeying of that left leg. It stays still in relation to the hip. Here we go. Tip over. Maybe you touch the step, maybe you don't. If you cannot touch the step without rotating your hips or rotating or flipping that heel inward, don't do it. Stay square. Keep that shoulder blade, that left shoulder blade back. 4 to go. Right arm reaching to the side like you're trying to touch the wall over there. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Oh, other side. And that was my good side. Okay, here we go. Left arm out, right arm down, right toe off the ground, leg bent or straight, it's up to you. Abs tight, hips and shoulders square. Tip for 8, 7. Think about making your body long at the bottom. 6. From your head to either your knee or your foot. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. All right, last round. Up on the bench or not. So last time we went back across and up. This time we're going to go forward across and up. Unless you don't like that, then you go backwards. Or you can do it without the step. All right, you ready? We're only doing 5 on each leg. Here we go, right leg. Off, over, up. Keep weight on the back foot. Off, over, up. Off, over, up. Off, over. So there's a little tiny bit of a bounce to cross over right there. Halfway there. 4 to go. Off, over, and up. 3, 2. Oh, I must have miscounted, or I'm doing an extra, I don't know, but we gotta finish. Okay, off the back. If my abs weren't tired from yesterday, they're gonna be tired from that. Tip over, fingertips on the bench, feet wide enough to be able to do that with just a stretch across the glutes and hamstrings. Abs are turned on to support the upper body. Here we go. Drop your hips, lift your chest. Drop your chest, lift your hips. Hips, chest, sink that butt back, chest, hips. So hips low, chest high, chest low, hips high, down, up, down, up, hips, chest. Be careful not to scoop your bottom under when you lift your chest. You gotta use your abs, your back, and your legs to stabilize you there. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Whew. All right, relax. Turn your toes forward, take your feet out wider if you want. Kick your heels out if you want, and roll your shoulders back. Swish your hips a little bit, side to side there. Get a little stretch around those inner thighs. I'm going to spare you the mountain climbers. I forgot about them actually, so lucky you. All right, I want you to turn everything to the right. You can use the step as a little platform for your hand. Make your body really, really, really long here by pushing your left heel away. Your right knee is stacked right over your right foot. And your right hip is tucked in. It's not kicking out to the side. Now put your left knee down. Lift your left arm over your head, keeping your abs strong. Lift your heart even more, and then lean over to your right side. You should feel a nice deep stretch, it sort of feels like it's under your oblique muscles, because it is. That's your psoas. Now put your hand on the step and push your hips straight back. You can lift that toe if you'd like, stretching that hamstring. It's still going to stretch your hamstring. It's just going to be a little more through the calf and the forefoot with your toe pointed forward. All right. Lift up that left knee. Walk everything over to the left side. Come into that nice long lunge stretch. You're welcome to use your thigh and step for support. Lengthen your body. Tuck your left hip in so it's not poking out to the side. And then squeeze your thighs. Drop your hips. Lift your abs up into your body. Think about making yourself longer. Drop your right knee. Steady your balance. Now lift your right arm over your head, straight up to the sky. Lift like a ballerina. Lift the ribs. Now lean to the left. Only go where you can. Good. Left hand down, or right hand down, I'm sorry. And push your hips back. Leg doesn't have to get straight. We're just trying to give a nice stretch along the back side there. All right, one more. Face your step, or you can do this on the floor. You're on your knees. You're going to take your right leg straight out behind you and then push into that right heel. So you should feel stretch on your calf. Your left knee's down on the ground, and you're using your hands to push yourself back. Again, you can do this on the floor. Bring that right knee in. Take your left leg straight out behind you, toes dug into the ground. Push into your hands and push that left heel away from you. Good. Last but not least, have a seat on your step. You can also do this on the floor. I like it on the step because it gives me a little more space. Cross your left ankle over your right knee and flex your left foot strongly. And then as much as you want to, bring that right foot closer to you as you push your chest towards your left shin. Now, those of you who are really, really flexible, you are welcome to reach up and grab a hold of that left ankle and bring the whole thing closer to you. But I'm going to stay right here is fine. Make sure you're flexing that toe to protect that left knee joint. All right, switch. So right ankle crosses over. Oh, this is the hard one. Flex the toe. Now lift your chest up, roll your shoulder blades back, and maybe bring the left foot closer, but push your chest and belly button closer to your right shin. If you're really far away, that's okay, as long as you're feeling that stretch down the right side of your glute there. Keep the foot flexed to look after the knee. And let it go. All right, you did another one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how this is going. Let me know how sound is, how if you can see me well enough in this new space. I'm still working on some things to try to improve it, looking for a backdrop and things like that. So hopefully over the next few weeks, we'll start to see some little changes. But for now, let me know that this is working for you, and if it's not, how it could be better for you. All right. Thanks so much. Have a good night.